Guys, the chicken's here bringing another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, the chicken's beard is completely gone. We look all of 6 years old again. And what I wanted to talk about today, I don't really have any cool upgrades going on, and I'm kind of struggling to get to Legendary, so we can't do video on that. So what I think I was going to talk about today was who's turned out to be the better hero in Season 4 so far. Is it EVERSPARK or is it KAVAN? Because they're both very useful at early and, well, KAVAN you don't get early, but they're both very useful in Season 4. So let's go ahead and let's talk about that a little bit. And I'm going to start out with Spark, and we'll talk about some of the good things that she does, and then we'll switch over to KAVAN. Now, in my opinion, KAVAN, like, to boil it down like to nothing and to make it really quick, I find EVERSPARK is better without Seekers. KAVAN is better with Seekers, because the Seekers they're very good when you're able to resurrect them with Second Wind, just to get that, like, I find them more as like just like a really powerful critter. They just work so well as like a distraction troop versus actually like taking down the base, in my experience anyways. I did not mean to load up medics, I meant to load up riflemen. So let's try, oh, this guy's got the golden warship. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, Sparky. And get some critters going as well. But yeah, so having Spark's influx of critters is very, very helpful. It's going to block things like the Shock Blaster, or it's going to distract things like Doom Cannons, or keep Shock Launchers busy, etc., etc. So it's really helpful for that. So she's better kind of with well, here that's the thing, is you use the same troops basically. You're using heavy riflemen and bombardiers, or Seekers, some combination of that. Those are really the only troops that have been viable so far. And just the biggest thing that KAVAN does is the Second Wind, is just bringing back troops, because I find most of these battles, and we can already see it right now, you're almost guaranteed to lose all of your troops. Not always. It does happen sometimes where KAVAN will die, and I'll still get away. I'll still be able to grease out a victory somehow, but it's just not as helpful. You see, like right off the bat here, we had a pretty strong, like we were looking pretty good, but yeah, we just weren't able to pull it out. So this is where Spark comes in. You see her critters; they're able to distract stuff, and she does get some pretty good value out of them. It's more for like the first quarter of the tech tree, and you know, rank like 0 to 22, where Spark is going to be really beneficial. Up above and beyond that, there's almost too many defenses for her to really be not viable, but to really make a huge difference. So that kind of sucks. We lost that one. I wasn't planning on losing. I was planning on winning this. Nitro Eagle, damn. Too much for the chicken. So we'll use KAVAN in the next one, and we'll talk about him a little bit. And overall, I would say KAVAN is probably better, simply because of Second Wind. And he also has his passive ability. It's probably not as good as EVERSPARK's when you're comparing the two for just strictly Season 4 and Warships, because EVERSPARK's passive critters are very, very helpful, and they do stack up and add up over time. But KAVAN's ability to heal, especially troops like the Bombardiers, is definitely very useful. So there's some uses for that as well. I also upgraded my gunboat, guys. I upgraded it to the 4th level. It was 87,000 tokens, which isn't that much. So we're gonna see how that goes. So I swapped out the Seekers for some riflemen. We'll keep. I did that just for the EVERSPARK, but we'll keep it going here and see if it's worth doing or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't been doing the split attacks much either lately. I might have too many riflemen here. I might be better off going 3 boats of heavies and then maybe bringing in 1 Seeker, because then at least Seekers are in the mix for KAVAN's Second Wind. You don't just want to spam the Second Wind, because if he just brings back like a bunch of riflemen that just died, then there's not really that much point. I want it to be like a good mix of riflemen, heavies, and bombardiers. But for right now, we just need more troops, so we're going to go ahead and use that. And we'll use a medkit here just to help some of those riflemen. The bomber's just narrowly, I don't know how he snuck around that boom mine. That was very impressive. Okay, we are technically winning now. I'm going to try to take this out before it hits them. I think we just got it too. Wow. Alright, so we're going to use another second wind as we come up the gut here. Okay, here we go. So we're coming up to the shock blaster. This guy's got he actually has a really solid layout. He's kind of forcing us to go all the way up and around here. If I could take out this boom cannon with artillery, that would be huge, but I don't think we're going to. I kind of just wasted that GBE. Alright, we'll take out this, and then we'll move down. I'll wait for them to hit that shock launcher, which he is going to do. Come on, bombers. Okay, we'll go this way. I think we might lose this one on time, guys. I can just flare straight on this engine room. I'm not sure what I was doing there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Lock on. Go, 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 go. Oh, man. I think he just beat us. I don't think we took any time to scout, so we probably lost that one, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments, guys. If you had to use one hero for all of Season 4, 4 seconds. Who would you pick? Would you pick KAVAN or EVERSPARK? I think I would pick KAVAN. Obviously, he would be extremely helpful at the beginning, but he's not unlockable then, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's the chicken's opinion. Interested to hear your guys' thoughts. Interested more so to see what you guys are winning with. Because the chicken is struggling right now, guys. Let's go one boat of Seekers. I'll try this out. I'm going to play around a little bit with the troops. The 2 heavy, 2 Seeker, 4 Gramps has been working very well, but I feel like I can do something a little bit better. So let's try this out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. KAVAN right up the gut. Now I just launched those Seekers out just to pop some mines, and so the first second wind that I use is going to include some Seekers, or all Seekers. That's not going to be a bad thing at all. For these bases, you want to have a really strong start. You don't really have the time to wait because he's got everything so heavily front loaded on his base that we're just kind of facing it all at once. Okay, that's going to give us another second wind. We're on kind of a bad angle here, but I definitely do not want to reflare them with all those shock launchers around. Those heavies are going to go down fairly quickly. We're not on too terrible of an angle now, although it looks like the heavies are going to go down pretty quickly here. Get another second wind going. As long as we keep KAVAN alive, that's basically all these attacks come down to. Is just if we're able to keep KAVAN up, we're going to win. And then it's just about are you taking the right path to take the base down faster than he's taking yours down. That's basically all it comes down to. Now, it's still too early to, once I take this engine down, it's still too early to flare onto the last one. But we might have to try something risky. Let's go second wind. Let's go like this. Let's flare them up this way, and then flare them right onto that engine. Ah, man. If we did that a little bit faster, we probably would have won, because we did have a lot of troops left at the end of it. 2:19 isn't a horrible time, but we want it a little bit faster, guys. We want it a little bit faster. Tiebreaker, come on. Let's end this on a win. Damn it. Damn it. Well, I'm going back to the drawing board, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one. Guys, check it out. Back.